The dog has alerted, of course, so they're going to do a probable cause search of my car. Enjoy yourself.
I'm not enjoying myself. I'm just out here doing my job.
Okay, great.
Is there anyone that's been in your
Why
car
did you?
recently?
Yes, it's not my car. There have been half a dozen people in it. I'm sorry.
No.
I apologize. I get
understand that.
excited.
I understand that. And you know, if there's been a million people in your car.
It's not my car.
Okay, if it's not your car, that's fine. But if it's someone else's car who could possibly have some stuff in that vehicle, then that's maybe why the dog's alerting, because there's been so many people in that vehicle. We're not saying that you have anything, okay?
I know you're not.
I don't just saying that there's been something in that car, okay?
How recently? Do we have the time frame on that?
I don't know a time frame on how long my dog's nose works for.
Okay, I was just curious.
Okay.
They're gonna have fun going through my bag. There's a million little things in there. Oh man.
You have nothing to worry about. Okay, I promise.
I'm not worried at all.
Okay.
Can I ask though?
Yes, ma'am.
What percentage of times does the dog not alert?
I really don't know a percentage of times. I mean, there's probably been multiple times that he hasn't alerted recently. I mean, we just got done with some training too. I mean, I can tell you last night I ran him on a vehicle with an individual that has a history of meth charges, and he didn't alert on the vehicle.
Well, again, if you will go and double check and read a little more closely, you'll see that I don't have any charges like that.
So are you implying that you haven't been convicted of something? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying I've never even been charged with that.
Okay, and what is your name?
You have my ID.
Ma'am, I was not the one that stopped you. I'm showing up late and I'm trying to gather as much information.
Well,
as possible.
they've got my ID.
So you don't want to tell me your name right now?
No, I don't like saying it. I sound funny when I say it.
Okay, well, if you're wanting me to double check something and you're not telling me your name, it makes it harder for me to double check, right?
Well, that's very true. That's very true. But they've got my ID, and I chipped my tooth, so I say it funny anyway.
Okay. Well, I promise you no one's going to make fun of how you say your name. I promise you. Have you ever been arrested before?
Yes, I have.
What was it for?
I think domestic something or other. He's probably still going through that one bag. He's probably like, oh, I bet it's in here. I know it's in here.
Who is the owner of the car? Is he like?
No, he's just a friend of mine. I'm staying over there for a little bit.
Does he live local right in here?
Yeah, just a few miles out of town.
Okay. Do you happen to know his name by chance?
Yes, I know his name.
You mind telling me?
It's Chris Abbey. It's the name on the paperwork and the insurance.
Like I said, I didn't make contact with you, so I don't have all this information on my.
Sure, it's for goodwill. Breathe. There's no.
Like I said, there's nothing in there. Don't worry about it.
There's not. But like, come on, how long are we gonna stand out here? Jeez, have they not looked everywhere? It's not that big of a car.
I know, but it can take a long time to go through a car. You'd be amazed at where people can hide stuff. Like I said, I'm not saying you have anything. I'm just saying something's been in that car a reason. Like you said, it's not your car. Do you live here in town?
No, thank God, not in town.
Has anyone told you got like a close to $5,000 one out of Washington County?
Yes, I know. For failure to pay fines and costs, it's probably triple what it was when I was given the fine. Yes, it was a DWI from 2013. No, yep, it's a nice truck. What is he doing?
Why would the dog alert on your car?
I have no idea, and it's not my car.
Well, you're in physical control of it. So
Oh my God. Yeah, I know, and I should have had my insurance readily available too. That's what I also was told.
Well, you are.
And I produced it within a very short amount of time. That seemed readily available. The longer this goes on, the more irritated I become. What is he doing? Oh.
Stuff that's in the vehicle that might not be yours.
I mean, you said that you're driving a car that's not yours, which I understand what you're saying, but you're in physical control of it, so you're responsible for it. It's not our fault that maybe there's been people in it with drugs. That's why the dog alerted. I mean,
right. How many times have you seen the dog not alert?
That has nothing to do with anything.
Oh, that has everything to do with everything. Yeah, sure he did. Sure it did. Sure it did.
Well, that's
your opinion.
Well, like I said, ma'am, the dog didn't alert last night on a traffic.
I'm sure. And how many of these guys were there?
None of these guys were working last
Right.
night. It was me and another officer working last night.
Right.
I know. I understand you're upset. Trust me, I get that. Okay, it's inconvenience.
Well, this is just dragging on.
Well, right. But like I said, if there's nothing in this vehicle,
The fact that you pulled me out of the car is ridiculous enough.
Well, ma'am, what happens if you're in the car and we're doing a search of your car with the dog?
Why are you doing a search of my car when I got pulled over because I had no proof of insurance, in which I produced the insurance?
Ma'am.
I want to know the answer to that.
Okay. You want? All right. You gonna let me speak? So, we're doing a search of your car because you had a history of narcotic charges, okay?
I have no history of narcotic charges.
Ma'am, I just looked at your...
Clearly you didn't. Clearly you didn't.
Okay, well, clearly I did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten the dog out, okay? So you were taken out of the vehicle so the dog could sniff around your vehicle, because I don't want the dog to, jump in your open window and accidentally bite you.
State law says we can have you step out.
No, not for a traffic stop. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure you
need
cannot.
to educate yourself. Do you think you're a cop now, I guess? You need to educate yourself on the
I
law.
thought a cop was a derogatory term.
Go ahead and
Is it-
Google, go ahead
It
and
doesn't
Google
matter
it,
what you call me. It doesn't hurt my
but
feelings.
you seem to think you know,
Oh my god.
unfortunately. So you need to do some more research.
Well, okay, so when this is all said and done, are you going to apologize to me?
No, I'm not.
Exactly.
Because I'm telling you the truth.
Exactly.
You think you know the law, and you don't, and you need to educate yourself more on the law, and that's what it is. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. You can't tell me that I don't know what I'm doing.
How
I
many is
study
almost
the law.
10? 6.5?
You need to study the law before you come out here and try to tell us how to do our job.
Nobody's telling you anything.
So that upsets you, then so you need to read the rules of criminal procedure. That's
Yeah,
what you need to read.
thanks.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
Thanks for the tip.
Yep. That way you that way you learn some stuff,
Why are you even still talking?
because I can talk. That's why.
You don't have to talk.
I can put you in the back of the car. I can do that as well.
Promise you, respect goes a long way.
It sure does. You have. Have I been respectful to you?
Yes, ma'am, but as long as you're respectful of all these other officers as well, okay?
And I showed him none until he did me
He's
first.
not being disrespectful.
I know you remember, but what am I?
He's just letting you know.
I'm letting you know that if you were
Well, you know.
obstructing governmental operations, just for next time, just so you know,
Okay, Captain.
that when you refuse a lawful order by a police officer, then that's obstructing governmental operations.
Well,
You're
you should be
lucky-
clear when you're asking.
You're lucky you're not getting charged tonight.
You should be clear when you're asking and when you're telling.
That was me. So I was asking you to get out of the car, okay?
No, you told me that you were demanding that I get out
Yeah,
of the car.
at the end, because I was asking you, being polite, extending a courtesy to you.
Right, and
for
when
you to
I
get out
exercised
of
my
the
right to decline, you
And that's
did
when
what?
And that's when I demanded you to get out of
Right,
the
right. Based on what again?
reasonable suspicion to run my dog, okay?
Right.
If my dog did not alert on your car, you would be right back in that driver's seat.
Sure.
But anytime regardless if this happens or doesn't happen, any traffic stop, you can be demanded out of a vehicle, okay?
Pretty sure that's not true.
I promise you, ma'am. Just look it up.
I will. I will
Look
be.
it up
I will be. Will
afterwards,
you
I
do?
promise.
Will you also though, please?
Yeah,
Sincerely.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I go back to my car now? Can I go back and sit down in my car now? They are huddling together now. What's the deal? Come on.
All right, man. Let me go ahead and read your rights, okay?
Oh, please. What for?
Okay, I'll explain that when I get done, okay?
Man, I have